Cinnamon is great. Everybody likes the cinnamon. Actually, I really like cinnamon. It's a part of my noxious little beverage that I have a swig of every morning and then halfway through the day. Cinnamon, turmeric, and apple cider vinegar, and then it's all just kind of diluted with some water. It sounds disgusting. Oh boy, is it, but it's actually a very potent tool that I use in my arsenal to keep myself upright and honest. And there's another benefit in cinnamon. I don't know if you can get that by consuming a bunch of cinnamon buns, but hey man, if that's your style, well, you should probably stop that. You're on the path to diabetes, but looks like it can help with your memory and learning capacity. Sweet. Cinnamon is a well-known aromatic spice commonly used in baking and delicacies, but a study published in the Nutritional Neuroscience on January 18th indicates its potential value for preventing memory loss and learning disabilities. The study suggests some good news from the middle-aged and elderly. Oh, since memory loss is inevitable as we age. Yeah, it sucks, but it's true. Take a look at some 80-year-old people that have to stumble up to a podium every once in a while and rehearse a 15-minute long speech, even though it's all displayed on teleprompters. I don't know who I'm referencing. Cinnamon is also an amazing herbal medicine, according to Chinese medicine. Cinnamon is good for strengthening the spleen and warming the stomach. Nourishing yeah, I don't really care about all that stuff. That's just a bunch of hokum. But anyways, researchers at Burjand University of Medicine Sciences in Iran, Abdul Get the rocks. Codeman cinnamon first. Recently reported in Nutritional Neuroscience the potential value of cinnamon for improving learning and memory capacity. A large systemic review in which researchers collected 2,605 studies from multiple databases in PubMed, Scopus, Google Scholar, and Web of Science, and finally selected 40 eligible studies for systemic review based on evaluation criteria. Of those, 33 were studies in living organisms, human, mice, other animals, 2 of which were clinical studies, 5 of which were studies outside of living organisms. The review's authors noted that in most of these studies, the results indicated that cinnamon significantly improved learning and memory capacity. The results of one of the studies in vivo suggests that eugenol, cinnamaldehyde, and cinnamaic acid, that sounds made up, really does, which are contained in cinnamon, may be associated with improved cognitive function. In vitro studies found that cinnamaldehyde, it does sound made up, was effective in reducing tau protein aggregation and beta amyloid and increasing cell viability. Cool. Analysis of 2 clinical studies showed that one conducted that cinnamon had a positive efficacy on cognitive function, while the other concluded that it had no such effect. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Most studies reported that cinnamon might be useful for preventing and reducing cognitive function impairment. It can be used as an adjunctive in the treatment of related diseases. However, more studies need to be done on the subject. In addition, cinnamon contains cinnamyl alcohol and cinnamaic acid. These substances usually increase the levels of acetylcholine, thus enhancing memory and brain activity. So, what about this cinnamaldehyde? As mentioned, cinnamaldehyde is effective at reducing tau protein aggregation and beta amyloid while increasing cell viability. In this exciting news, as tau protein aggregation and beta amyloid are widely considered to be markers for Alzheimer's disease. Thus, cinnamon may well be potential value in prevention of Alzheimer's disease. In 2017, a report published in the Journal of Pharmacological Research concluded that cinnamon and its bioactive components could effectively enhance neurological health by inhibiting tau protein aggregation and amyloid beta peptide accumulation. A study also noted that cinnamaldehyde, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because it looks so weird, appears to be effective and safe to prevent and improve Alzheimer's disease. Good stuff. Cinnamon has been an important spice, part of traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years. Yes, it gets spicy. Chew big red if you have headache. Strengthen the spleen and warm the stomach. So here's, I guess, just a bunch of points. We'll see if there's actually anything scientific about this or if it's just all horn of rhino, mane of lion, fin of shark nonsense. Strengthen the spleen, warm the stomach. Many have indigestion issues after eating. Stomach pain and bloating are the most obvious symptoms. In this case, you can use cinnamon to regulate digestion, strengthen the stomach, and help process food. All right. Protect against wind and cold. I thought you just put on a coat for that. Okay, you can use cinnamon to reduce the effects of the body from wind and cold. All right. Promote blood circulation and restore menstrual flow. Good. I'll take that under advisement. Okay, cinnamon can help regulate women's menstrual flow and help infertile women to regulate their bodies, thus making menstruation more regular and preventing the occurrence of some gynecological diseases. So there you go. Just dip your tampons in some cinnamon. I don't think it works like that, though. Warm kidneys strengthen your yang energy. Hey, yang! Disperse cold and relieves pain. Yeah, that's nice. Does cinnamon have any side effects outside of just minty fresh breath? I don't think so. Because of its anti-inflammatory properties, cinnamon can help lower the risk of disease in middle-aged and elderly people. Each teaspoon of cinnamon powder contains about 7 to 18 milligrams of coumarin. The intake of coumarin is calculated at 0.1 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. Therefore, a 110-pound, 50-kilogram adult, it's best not to exceed 5 milligrams. All right. In short, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder per day it may exceed the daily limit of intake. But that's a lot, man. So don't be doing the cinnamon challenge. Is that an old reference yet? All that often. Cinnamon may cause skin or allergic reactions. Well, I guess technically anything can, but that would suck if you're allergic to cinnamon. God, it's so good. Which in almost all cases are mild. Yes. However, it can sometimes result in more serious symptoms such as mouth ulcers, nausea, vomiting, low blood pressure, and other symptoms. If you're, I guess, just down in a bottle, but whatever. If you have any of the side effects, please consult your doctor immediately. So how do you use cinnamon? Well, it's a spice. You sprinkle it on the things that you want to eat. You can add ground cinnamon to food while you're baking bread. Yeah. Pizza. Oh, God, if people have contention about pineapple on pizza, cinnamon on your pizza? Bruh. Or other things. Of course, you can also make a baked cinnamon soda cake. What's that? You can also add it to syrup, and you can make desserts such as bread pudding. You got the pudding with the cinnamon. You can add cinnamon powder to your tea or coffee, or just have it in a nice little drink for a good wake-me-up in the morning. So yeah, if you want to have a sharper mind, fresher breath, and more active spleen and stomach, give cinnamon a try. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.